What happens when one of boxing's biggest stars lets his emotions take over? Gervonta "Tank" Davis, known for his explosive presence in the ring, has just added another controversial moment to his career, this time involving Terence "Bud" Crawford. Now, Floyd Mayweather, Tank's former mentor and longtime rival, is finally speaking out about the shocking incident. And he's not holding back. This isn't just another feud, it's a clash between two of the sport's top names, shaking up the boxing world. So, what exactly went down? How did it escalate? And why is Floyd so furious? Let's break it all down. The tension between Gervonta "Tank" Davis and Terence "Bud" Crawford has officially reached its boiling point, and it all started at the Ring Magazine Gala. Tank's absence from the guest list wasn't just an oversight, it was the spark that lit the fuse. Crawford, never one to shy away from stirring things up, used the moment to take a subtle yet sharp dig at Tank, one that got everyone talking. The shot didn't go unnoticed. Tank, known for his fiery attitude, wasted no time firing back online. Fast forward to the gala after-party, and reports say Tank stormed in looking for Crawford. The tension between them had been simmering for months, fueled by Crawford's past comments about Tank supposedly cherry-picking opponents and avoiding real challenges. That night, things finally reached a breaking point when Tank confronted Crawford face-to-face. Eyewitnesses say the two exchanged heated words, and things escalated fast. Tank, never one to back down, lost his cool. Before anyone could step in, he lunged at Crawford, creating a chaotic scene that security had to break up. No punches landed, but the damage was already done. Tank had crossed the line. Enter Floyd Mayweather, the man who helped turn Tank into a superstar. Their relationship, once a mentor-protege bond, has now turned into a full-blown rivalry.
I remember first hearing an issue between Floyd and Gervonta before Gervonta fought Pedraza. And the issue I heard was that Floyd didn't want Gervonta to stay in Baltimore because he felt there was too many distractions for him in Baltimore and he wanted to stay in Vegas. And the story I was told at that time was that Floyd gave Gervonta one of his penthouses or one of his apartments in the Palms Hotel. And he said, "This is your apartment. I'll furnish it for you." He got him a Jeep. At the time, Gervonta was not a world champion. He got him like a Jeep, a 4x4. You know, he basically said, "I'll make it comfortable for you. I don't want you to go to Baltimore. I want you to stay here. I don't think Baltimore is the place for you," you know? And what I was told was Gervonta sold all the furniture, sold the Jeep, and went back to Baltimore and bought a Benz, you know, with that's what I was told at the time. So
Floyd has been vocal about his disappointment in Tank's behavior, both in and out of the ring, and this latest incident only added to his frustration. Sources close to Floyd say he's furious. In his eyes, Tank's actions at the gala weren't just unprofessional, they were flat-out embarrassing. Floyd reportedly called Tank out for losing control and damaging his own reputation. He believes incidents like this overshadow Tank's in-ring success and make him look more like a liability than the global star he claims to be. But Floyd's anger isn't just about the altercation with Crawford, it's personal. Their feud has been brewing for years, with Tank openly criticizing Floyd's handling of his career and Floyd questioning Tank's discipline in return.
That you was like, I gotta do that.
A lot of people don't know that what Floyd do. He said.
So you feel like it was a sub, like he was subbing you, like, oh, like
he was going at me. He was going at me, and I knew for sure he was going at me. That's why I went at him. There's no reason for me to go at Floyd.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cause it's weird. I feel like y'all got, I would say love, hate, but it's been like the last interview you showed them love. This week it was whatever. But is that sometimes like, you know, is it just like big bro, little bro seeing things different, or what is it to you?
No, Floyd don't never. He felt as though I'm at that point where as though I passed him. And I'm doing it at a young age. Wait, like when Floyd was 29, you'll see, bro.
Yeah.
That deal that I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, that's a part of the deal.
He don't know about that yet. But that's bigger than his deal.
Damn. Wow.
And I'm just releasing
this
it.
Exclusive. That's exclusive. Bigger than Floyd deal?
Yeah.
Ain't no cap, nigga. That's a lot of bread.
You'll see.
This latest blow-up is just another chapter in their ongoing conflict. The beef between Tank and Crawford didn't start at the gala. It's been brewing for a while, with both fighters taking shots at each other in interviews and online. It all began when Tank, always confident, claimed that if he moved up in weight, he could beat Crawford with ease. For a fighter like Bud, who has dominated multiple weight classes and became the undisputed champ at 147 pounds, that statement was pure disrespect.
47, how does a fight with you and Terence Crawford look?
Damn. 147? I tapped that chin. You know he going to sleep.
I already know. I already know
he ain't got no chin.
I already know he is.
You said no chin?
I got round 5.
You got round 6.
Bud fired back, questioning Tank's level of competition and calling out the strength of his resume.
How you feel about that fight? Is it even possible at a catch weight?
No, ain't no catch weight. You come up to 47.
You're not even entertaining a catch weight.
No, I'm not.
He's a champ though too, undefeated.
And what champ? Come on, man, tell me what belt. You know boxing. You forgot Devin Haney is undisputed. Devin Haney got all the belts. He the champ. Nobody else the champ. I'm gonna come up here where the big boys at.
All right,
I'll welcome him.
At the gala, Crawford took a sly jab at Tank, subtly flexing that he sees himself on a different level. Tank clapped back, hyping up his star power and bank account, but Crawford wasn't about to let him steal the moment. For Tank, the criticism stings. With retirement set for 2025, he's under pressure to secure legacy-defining fights before walking away from the sport.
25 is at the next year. I'm out of it.
After our second fight. You're out of it?
Yeah.
Care to elaborate on that?
Out of the sport.
After our second fight. Nah, no, I'm gonna win, bro.
Nah, I could tell you my fights.
Fans and critics are demanding that Tank step up and take on elite opponents like Crawford, not fighters like Lamont Roach, who many view as an easy matchup.
The fact that Lamont Roach is as familiar with Tank Davis as he is, it goes beyond them fighting in the amateurs. They've spent time in camp together. He's been around Tank. He's seen Tank up close and personal, whether he's in the ring with them or not. That matters. When you know a guy's rhythm, when you know their speed, when you know what they're thinking, that changes everything, you know? Saying all this to say that because I know we got a lot of people, it don't matter. When he get hit, he going to sleep. Just wait for it. This might be a fight until he gets hit. And again, he's tasted that before. So if he gets hit and he doesn't go away, we got a fighter in our hands, you know? I think it's a good fight. I think that there's better fights for Tank Davis, but this is
Crawford, on the other hand, has nothing left to prove. He's an undisputed champion in 2 weight classes and is widely regarded as one of the best fighters of this generation. For him, a fight with Tank would be another achievement, but he's not chasing it. Tank's decision to fight Lamont Roach instead of pursuing bigger names has sparked serious backlash.
Beat his ass.
You can't do shit with.
For
I don't
real.
give a fuck.
I better be quiet.
I don't give a fuck if y'all was quiet, if y'all was loud.
They got the whole hood over there. Like, twist it up. I don't give a
Y'all
about none
can
of
do
that.
whatever
I don't
y'all
care about
want.
none of
My
that.
mother, he
I
can't
don't care
stop
about no
nothing
hood,
over
no
here.
none of that.
Not at all.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna him up.
Not at all. Never. Nothing's
y'all
gonna get
under
up
y'all
over here.
face
What do I look like getting up?
Okay. Okay. Okay.
That shit ain't never gonna stop nothing over here.
And he gonna pay for it. I guarantee
can't-
he pay for it.
I can't.
I guarantee it.
Calm down. Calm down, brother.
Come to the fight. Come to the fight.
They probably gonna get you fucked up. Look, fool. Hey, fool. This me and you, fool. This me and you, fool.
Tank.
This me and you, fool. Don't worry about them. They might get you. They gonna trick you off your spot. They gonna trick you out your spot, fool. Don't worry about them.
Come on, stop. Y'all know what's going on. Y'all know how I'm coming. Y'all know how I'm coming. So stop it. Y'all gonna make it hard for him. That's what y'all gonna do. Y'all gonna make it hard for him.
Many in the boxing world are questioning why, with so little time left in his career, Tank isn't prioritizing mega fights against elite opponents. Roach is a solid fighter, but he's not a name that gets fans excited.
Just overall being something that he's not been in the ring with. I'm the total package, and honestly, sometimes I think he doubts himself. But I'm a competitor, and I feel like I'm the best. So I'm assured.
When he talks about you not bringing your family, what goes through your mind when you hear him say that?
I ain't worried.
With this being one of Tank's last years in the sport, people want to see him in legacy-defining fights against the best competition available.
I know Lamont Roach, but, when you look at Shakur Stevenson, when you're looking at, these other fighters that he should really be fighting, he don't want to do them fights. He wants to retire.
Yeah.
So don't come and, but don't come and come at me.
Yeah.
And go, oh yeah, let's give it all, very big bollocks and go, oh yeah, let's give him some stick and then make out like we want the fight. And then we send an offer over and then you fight for 15 million and yet you fight Lamont Roach. Don't do all that. Do you know what I mean?
It was a real offer. That was true then.
It was a real offer. We offered, I said, listen, you keep talking my promoter's going to get back to you in 48 hours. 50 minutes. Initial offer sent over. But was it Uncle didn't let him out to play? His boss didn't let him out. That's it. So he wants to talk about, 50 million. First offer.
There was room to negotiate.
Of course there was. But he's an idiot. I don't even know if he knows what negotiating means.
For Tank, this fight feels like a tune-up, just a way to stay active while figuring out his next move. But with retirement looming, critics argue he doesn't have time to waste on smaller fights.
Are you retiring?
What changed? What made this shit trash, garbage?
If you got the opportunity to sign a prospect for GTD, who will be?
Gervonta, something should have happened during this time because when I saw you at the Frank Martin press conference, it looked like you were like the talks about retirement was not even discussed at this moment, and now it's something you keep on repeating. Is it just because obviously what you've done through boxing since you were a kid and everything? Where's Calvin Ford? Is Calvin Ford or Leonard Edelby? Usually they're around to.
You think you might be gaining love for it though? You never know. Like you said, you got to walk today.
A potential showdown with Crawford would be the ultimate legacy fight, a clash between two generational talents that could sell out arenas and break pay-per-view records.
Gotta ask your thoughts on Tank saying he'd knock out Terence in 6 rounds. You think he was playing, trolling, what? Selling tickets to his new fight?
Was that like his tweets? Like he's
he said it on video. Huh? He said audio. He said it. He's like, if I tap that chin, he chinning.
Listen, Terence has already hired us for any of the little guys. Anybody 130, 26, 30, 35, Gary Russell, Tank Davis, he cannot go to get to Terence Crawford without going through us. Rolly Romero, leave Earl Spence alone. You see what I'm saying? You come over here and you get that ass second too. You know what I mean? Leave them big guys alone. Stop trolling them, right? They're best 147 pounders in the world. They're the best 140 pounders for a reason.
A fight with Crawford wouldn't just be about winning. It would be about respect. For Tank, it's a chance to prove he belongs among boxing's all-time greats.
Tank Davis. Bad dude. See, what I like about Tank is Tank brings something different. Back in the days, everybody had something. Muhammad Ali was a mover boxer. George was a puncher. Ernest Shavers was a puncher. Everybody had something they brought to the table. Larry Holmes had a jab. Mike Weaver had overhand right. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has something. That division now is full, and Tank having to be the knockout guy of the division. He the one with the main knockout power. Garcia has it too, but Tank got that real knockout power that, like, if Tank hit one of them clean, usually they gonna have a problem. So it's like, I like Tank. Every now and then, I think when he knows he can beat somebody, he probably don't lock in as hard, but I think when they bring challenges, he locks in.
Yeah, he fights to the level of his competition. He was doing that a lot.
And he got to be careful of that.
2 fights ago, he was really doing that.
You feel me? So you got to be careful of that, because if you come in and think somebody is not at your level and you underestimate them, it can get you beat. So that's the only thing I think you got to be careful of. Other than that, Tank is a really good fighter.
For Crawford, it's an opportunity to silence one of the sport's loudest voices.
Gervonta Davis speaking about you. Is that ever a possible fight?
Yeah, if he want to dare to be great, he can be like all the other fighters that are moving up 2 weight classes, and, daring to be great.
You would fight him,
man. Tell him to come up there.
He got to come to win 54.
He said I got a glass chin, so tell him to come and touch it.
Wow, man. Gervonta said you got a glass.
He said I got a glass chin. Tell him to come and touch it.
At 147?
At 147. I'll make 147.
Ooh, see, oh man. You're gonna have a pre-camp.
Then what the people gonna say? Oh, he's beating up on little guys.
I don't know.
But after the Gala incident, Crawford might not be so eager to give Tank the fight he wants. Tank's outburst has only added fuel to the fire, and Crawford's camp is reportedly questioning if it's worth dealing with the drama.
Tank gave a little prediction on the fight, talked about Errol has a metal shield and you have a glass shield, talked about the punch resistance. What do you think of Tank's assessment of that?
Don't see it. Don't see it.
Could he get it in the future?
Too little.
I mean, you came up from 35, right?
He ain't fighting no real guys at 47.
Everyone's talking about Errol fighting the winner, Canelo and Jamel. Could you ever do that? Is that too much weight? Or?
What, 168?
Yeah.
I ain't going up there.
So you got Canelo winning then, right?
Then definitely. If he fighting at 168.
As for Floyd Mayweather, his message to Tank is simple: grow up. Floyd believes that if Tank wants to be remembered as one of the greats, he needs to start acting like it. But his criticism isn't just tough love, it's also part of their ongoing feud.
When Floyd left Bob Arum, it's good for them to do it and become their own boss. And then if another guy does it, it's not good for the sport. He's disloyal. And what's wrong with Tank saying he want to be his own boss? And honestly, I've been there. The relationship between them two is very toxic. It's a toxic relationship. It's up and down and up and down. And I'm not going to elaborate to everything that I know, but it's a very toxic relationship. And that's why when I tweet stuff, I don't tweet often, but when I tweet, I may fire off 50 tweets in the day. And that's why when I tweeted certain things about the relationship, Tank retweeted it because he knows. Like, I'm not just going to say what it is. It's a very toxic relationship. It's back and forth. And I think it will serve him best to go and be his own boss.
At the end of the day, this isn't just about Tank's altercation with Crawford or Floyd's reaction. It's about the legacy Tank is leaving behind. With only 2 years left in his career, every move he makes inside and outside the ring will shape how he's remembered.
He may or may not fight guys like Shakur or Devin. What would his legacy be then in your eyes?
I think his legacy will be in his time, which he need to be respected for, that Tank did what most of the greats did in their time. One ballot, as far as I'm concerned, Hall of Famer. So based on that, in his time, as far as his era, where it was loaded with fighters or fights and fighters that could have fought each other and they didn't. Every era has that same situation. I don't think they're ever going to go away or ever would be something dismissed from eras of conversation. But I think Tank Davis, understand his path and going to go by what he feels. Hey, he's young still, might change his mind, who knows? Something might happen in the next 1 or 2 fights where there's an automatic repeat or rewind of something spectacular on his way out.
That's all for today's video. If you enjoyed it, Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Drop your thoughts in the comments section, and stay tuned for the next one.